Greetings everyone, Boots Allen here with your Snake River Angler Fly Fishing Report. Today is June 3rd. Got some cloudy, wet skies today. 180 of what we've had over the past week or so. Really nice warm weather, sun, temps in the 70s. After this rolls through, this is a one-day event, we're going to have our warmest temperatures of the year. A few days in the 80s, a lot of days in the upper 70s. Kind of looking forward to that, but the weather we've been having has been decimating that snowpack of ours. We're roughly 100%, but up at Two Ocean Plateau, feeding the upper Snake system in Wyoming and Idaho, there's only about 2 feet of snow left. At Togety Pass, it's about 13 inches. This is all as of yesterday. But that snow is melting and probably going to have this river peak in the next, say, week to 10 days. And then we'll see if we have that early season action that we had last year on the Snake. It was pretty impressive, with the caveat that last year we had very little flow coming out of Jackson Lake Dam. This year we're going to have quite a bit more, but visibility is going to matter more than volume will matter. Up on the Snake right now, flows out of the dam are at 3,500 CFS. Expect that to go up. Bureau of Reclamation said they are looking to have flows in the right around the 4, 5, 6,000 range. Remember, that section of water fishes better with more water in it until you hit about 5,500 CFS, at which time it tapers. So we have some good stuff right now, for sure. Those big eddies, they have filled in really, really nice. There's good action in there with tandem nymph rigs. And the streamer fishing, it's been picking up slowly. It's been picking up in a pretty decent manner. Now it's really starting to happen, particularly below cattlemen's. But again, those eddies and those seams, it's a good place to be with a streamer. Up Yellowstone National Park, that opened up last weekend, May 25th. You go to rivers, the Madison and the Firehole, those are looking good. We've had salmon flies up pretty much through the Madison, and they've worked their way up into the Firehole. They're definitely below the falls. Hearing some talk of some smattering above the falls as well. But the other good news is the lakes are starting to fish very, very well. Yellowstone Lake, really good action on the flats. Really good action just at the head of the drop-offs. Think about fishing, of course, those bait fish imitations, but think of fishing some damsel and dragonfly imitations too, doing your little hand twist retrieves, your little pinch retrieves to imitate that movement. Lewis Lake, think about using the same there as well, but Lewis Lake, not as much action on the flats as we typically have in these post-ice out conditions. They're really on those drop-offs, and some of them are quite deep. We noticed that on Jenny Lake last week as well. So you might be needing to go basically below the 8-foot level to get into some fish at the moment on Lewis Lake. But get on these lakes if you can. Typically, it's about a 1 month post ice out fishing conditions that we have. So probably be over sometime the first week of July. After that, you're going to be fishing fairly deep or very early in the morning. South Fork of the Snake River, we got flows from the dam at just over 10,000 CFS. Pad flows up to 11,500 CFS. Those have come down, holding steady right now at 10,000 CFS. Really good visibility on all those, just about every reach. Not crystal clear, but boy, looking pretty good for this time of year. Water temps at the dam are over 45 degrees, Lower Canyon over 50 degrees. That's been kind of consistent over the past, just about the past month. Good stuff on streamers, like on the Snake. The streamer fishing is picking up, really moving in the right direction. Double nymph rigs, very good way to go. Really try and get out into those side channels. Those side channels, last time I was on the South Fork, starting to fill in with fish. It's worth getting out of the boat, if you're in a boat and wading those side channels, you can row up and into or down into those side channels as well. That's producing some pretty solid action at the moment, but it's a good place to be for the time being, and should be picking up in a good way as the days progress. Over on the Henry's Fork, everything that's open is pretty much fishing well. Ranch section, that's going to open up on June 15th. Salmon flies have kind of made its way up above Lower Mesa Falls, getting into the Box Canyon. Yeah, not a blistering hatch, which can happen there, but there's still a fair amount of them there. On the lower river, those salmon flies, they've kind of, worked their way through. Golden stones are starting to kind of take over down there. And you're still going to have, some leftover caddis. The caddis hatches, for the most part, that Mother's Day caddis hatch is kind of done, but they're still there. And March browns, you can probably see in a smattering fashion as well. So there's your report for June 3rd. We'll talk to you in about another week and a half, and hope probably have some good news then as well.